Hello and welcome. This is Haske TV News. My name is Berry Cletus. Thank you for joining us. The governor of Taraba State, Dr. Abu Kefas, has reiterated his administration's commitment to supporting initiatives that enhance security infrastructure in the state. The governor stated this while declaring open a two-day sensitization workshop community network and security agencies on early detection, reporting, prevention, and proactive response to violent extremism, as well as utilization of early warning and response system. The workshop, which is taking place at the Nin Sut Jalingo Taraba State, is organized by the Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center, CISLAC. Our correspondent Zachary Sanilo completes the story.
Declaring the workshop open, the Governor of Taraba State, Dr. Abu Kepas, represented by the Chief of Staff Government House Jalingo, Dr. J.G. Williams, described the program as timely as the state and the nation continue to grapple with the challenges posed by the violence and terrorism, which is threatening peace, stability, and development. He commended the Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center for their commitment to addressing these pressing issues and added that the inclusion of both state and non-state actors in the sensitization effort underscored the importance of a collaborative approach to combating violence extremism.
Taraba State, with its diverse ethnic and religious makeup, has a unique challenge in maintaining harmony among its people. However, this diversity is also our strength. By promoting dialogue, encouraging tolerance, and ensuring that all voices are heard, we can build resilient communities that reject the ideologies of hate and extreme violence.
Dr. J.G. Williams encouraged all participants to engage fully, share experiences, and collaborate in finding practical solutions that can be implemented.
I wish to reiterate the commitment of the Taraba State government to supporting initiatives that are brighter, qualitative, that will enhance our security infrastructure, promote community resilience, and prevent the spread of violent extremism among us.
Speaking on the occasion, the Director of Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center, CISLAC, Awal Ibrahim Musa Rafsanjani, who was represented by the Organization Manager of Defense and Security, Abubakar Ajman, said CISLAC recognized the important role communities play in preventing terrorism, financing and combating terrorism, hence the need for involving critical stakeholders who will propagate the information to the members of the community, ensuring a collective and effective approach to addressing issues.
Fundamentally, we believe that involvement of community, at all levels, our community, across, the northeast region, is paramount, to ensure that we raise sensitization and community consciousness. So they begin to work against terrorism in terms of radicalizing their mindset to ensure that terrorism, is nip in the bud.
There were goodwill messages from representatives of various security agencies and traditional institutions.
It is important as we advocate money laundering, we also have to campaign against so there should be proper intelligence about the move of this explosive material. Because if we allow it to continue, of course, we will not be seeing that happen like this.
Nigerian police, being the largest part of the security agencies, is separate among the 774 local governments and almost every community or nook and cranny in Nigeria. You will definitely encounter the police. And so we are very close to the grassroots. We partner with the community where we are now advocating for community policing. So intelligent gathering, we are there, and then we share it with our sister agencies to see that we can nullify this violent extremism.
I want each and every one of us to open our hearts and communicate and speak on this enemy of humanity. Not just speaking, we take it at heart and become scholars, just like the way the chief of staff have set the ball rolling for us as we go back to our communities. It requires a unified force. No any single individual or security agent or community can fight it, because it's a global menace that challenges each and every one of us.
Ina roka ba ni da magana mai yawa. Wanda suka kawo zama kamar haka muna bukata yi zama kamar haka. Iri saboda mu samu zaman lafiya, mu nemi ne yaya za mu yi mu kawo kasa mu zama lafiya. Saboda yiri abubuwan da suke faruwa nan ba wanda yake yi. Yaya mu ne suke yi. Mu ne kuma muke boye su. In mun nuna gaskiya muna yin gaskiya a cikin mintoci kaɗan wani abubuwan za su kare kasar nan.
Zakari Sani Lau, Haske TV News.
The Taraba State Bakers Professionals have presented an anniversary cake to the Taraba State government to commemorate the 33rd anniversary of the state. The cake was received by Chief of Staff Government House Dr. J.G. Williams on behalf of the governor. Our correspondent Zakari Sani Lau reports.
On Tuesday, the 27th of August, was the 23rd anniversary of Taraba State following its creation in 1991, and the Taraba Bakers Professionals were at the Government House Jalingo with an anniversary cake and presented the same to the governor. The Chief of Staff Government House Jalingo, Dr. J.G. Williams, received the cake on behalf of the governor, Dr. Abu Kefas.
At the time it was created, it was a glorified local government area. Only few houses, the roads were bad, nobody comes in, and we were like a closed port. So there was virtually nothing. But the first military administrator that came into the state put some efforts on ground, and houses were constructed, roads were also constructed, but this is just to ease movement within the state capital. When the first civilian governor came into power, Reverend Jolie Nyame, he made tremendous efforts. And when he came in again, he made another tremendous effort, because his first tenure was aborted by a military coup. Now, his second tenure witnessed a lot of progress in the state.
After going down memory lane, the Chief of Staff extolled the marks being made by Governor Abu Kefas in the development of the state. Furthermore, Dr. J.G. Williams disclosed that Governor Abu Kefas' administration is making a frantic effort to develop more roads network in the state, collaborating with foreign investors and transforming Taraba through the development of an organized master plan for the state, among others.
I envisage a lot for Taraba going forward. First and foremost, you might have been hearing stories of mineral deposits in commercial quantities in the state. You must have been hearing stories about gold being discovered. You must have been hearing stories about bauxite. You must have been hearing stories about sapphire, barite, and all of that. Now, these stories have gone around the country, around the world, and a lot of investors are showing interest to come to the state. So the future for Taraba is very bright if all of this is used to bring up the state to the level of other states that have developed before us.
The leader of the Taraba Professional Bakers, Becky Sunday Yansha, said they baked the cake to celebrate the state and to make known the association to the government.
Why we choose to make the roundabout, because it has been in existence for long, and it symbolizes what the state stands for: nature gives to the nation. You can see from the cake we have all that is being represented for agriculture. We have our fruit and the whole on top of the cake. Why we did this, number one, we want to have recognition in the government, in the state government. We have to, as bakers, because we want to be recognized in the state as well.
Zakari Sanilo, Haske TV News.
Market vendors at Jalingo Main Market have expressed their concern with the recent changes in the availability and pricing of new farm products in the market. Our correspondent Farida Haq reports.
Recent developments in Jalingo Main Market have brought about positive changes for both vendors and customers. The introduction of new farm product has led to a notable reduction of prices, particularly for maize, which has dropped, offering some relief to buyers. This adjustment is attributed to the increased supply and better harvest of the maize season. However, it is not all positive news to some product. According to market leadership, a new variety of rice that was expected to be available has not yet arrived. As a result, rice prices have remained stable and have not decreased as anticipated. The absence of this new rice product is keeping the market price for rice at their current levels.
Sabbin abinci da yanzu sun shigo cikin gari. Insha Allah ko muna gani muna samun sauki. Da ana sayar da masara ya kai naira 92,000 zuwa 90,000. Yanzu gashi tsohuwar ta koma ana sayar da ita 80,000 82,000. Nan ba da dadewa ba muna tsammanin kuma za ta sauka. Sabuwan ba ta wuce 60,000 zuwa 65,000. Insha Allah.
Lalle sabon abinci ya fito ko in ce ya fara fitowa. Amma gaskiya bai da available yanzu. Saboda rashin available nashi da yake yana fitowa kaɗan ne, shi yasa har yanzu ba mu samu sauki na shinkafan ba. A madadin yanzu buhun sabon shinkafan ma muna samun shi almost kusan 70,000 ne. Da kin ga ka je ka so shi naira 70,000 in zaka biya masa expensive ka zo ka sarrafa shi to talaka har yanzu ba zai samu sauki da ake bukata ya samu ba.
The fluctuations in product availability and pricing reflect dynamic nature of market economics. Farida Haq, Haske TV News.
We'll now go on a break. When we return, Haske TV News will continue. Please stay with us. Welcome back from that short break. If you're just joining us, this is still Haske TV News with Barry Cletus, and now the news continues. The federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Education, has set up a subcommittee to review the demands of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU. This is as both parties agreed to convene by September 6, 2024. These decisions were taken at the end of a closed-door meeting held at the Ministry of Education in Abuja on Wednesday. The meeting, which lasted for 2.5 hours, had in attendance the leadership of ASU, the Minister of Education, Tahir Mamman, and other officials of the ministry. Briefing newsmen at the end of the meeting, Mamman said subcommittee had been set up to review the demands of the union and ensure that all gray areas were ironed out and resolved. On his part, the ASU president, Professor Emmanuel Osedeke, expressed the hope that all issues will be resolved before the September 6th meeting. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has cautioned that more Nigerians may need to borrow to cover rising expenses over the next 6 months, with household costs expected to keep climbing through the rest of 2024 and into January 2025. The CBN's report also indicates that many Nigerian families may exhaust their savings or incur debt to meet financial obligations in the coming months. Rising energy prices, exchange rates, and transportation costs were identified as key drivers of inflation. Businesses were slightly less pessimistic than households, with perception indices of minus 58.7 and minus 63.3 respectively. The survey found that over 83% of respondents view inflation as high, with a perception index of minus 61.1 points. And that's the news. On behalf of the production team, my name is Berry Cletus. Invite you to stay tuned for subsequent programs. From me is goodbye.